Hey guys, it's Brigitte with San Diego Seed Company, and I want to ask you, are you the gardener that spent a bunch of money buying the wrong products only to come outside and look at your garden and see that it looks terrible? Things aren't growing, you're wasting time and energy and money. And I know what makes it worse, you go onto your Instagram feed and you're like, everybody has a beautiful garden. Well, that's Instagram, but it does cause some FOMO. I know. I go on there too and I look at my garden and go, why isn't it better? Well, if you're a beginning gardener, that's a really hard thing to do because you're lacking one key thing: experience, knowledge. I've been doing this for over a decade now, and I still make mistakes. Trust me, I'm still learning. I still go to classes and I read tons of books and I connect with other farmers because, newsflash, gardening and farming is not something that you learn in one semester. It is something that you need a lot of help and you have to continue to work and learn. But I will say there are shortcuts to help you stop wasting money, time, and energy planting the wrong things at the wrong time of the year, not having good enough soil, having a bad garden layout, dealing with gophers and all the other issues that come along with a garden. And that shortcut is being part of a program with somebody like myself who knows what they're doing and can help you and guide you every single step of the way. Now, it's one of my goals to inspire, educate, and support 1 million gardeners. And I believe in this because it's what I feel like I was put on this planet to do. Some people have way more loftier goals, but that's mine. I want to get people gardening because I know when I am in the garden, I feel the best. I am the most happy. I am the most centered. And I feel like I understand other things about the world when I am in the garden because I'm connected to nature, and nature plays such a big part in everything else in our daily lives. So I want to share that with you, and the way in which I've done it is, well, started a seed company, one. We have tons of education, and this year in particular, we really doubled down on it, and I've created something for you, the beginning gardener, that's going to help you save time, energy, money, and heartbreak. Now let's go into my office and I'll show you what that looks like. As I've mentioned before, what's the one thing that a new gardener is lacking that causes them a lot of trouble in the garden? It's knowledge, it's experience, it's education. Now you can get that from spending, 5-10 years reading gardening blogs, trial and error, hanging out with other gardeners, watching tons of YouTube channels. You can get there, but I can help make that a little bit of a shorter journey and get you closer to your gardening goals with our program, Growing Together. Now, bear with me. Let me explain exactly this brainchild, this passion project that I've put together. Basically, the idea is I'm only one person. And if I could cut myself up into 1 billion little people and go to your specific garden and hold your hand and sit with you and drink coffee and tell you everything I know, I would. But I can't. I'm only one person. And the best way that I can do that is through our Growing Together membership, which is a program that gives you education and the seeds that you need. The way that it's set up is that you sign up. It is a monthly program, and each month I send you seeds, and then you log in and you actually get the education to go along with it. So not only am I telling you what to plant, but I'm also giving you tons of information on that particular month. Now, it's important to note that this is only for Zone 9 and 10. If you're an 8, I love you, but I don't know a lot about Zone 8. I really know all of my expertise is Zone 9 and 10, and I want to save those gardeners from making mistakes that I've made here in Zone 9 and 10. So again, I apologize if you're in upstate New York. I don't know what to tell you. With Zone 9 and 10, this is the program for you. So you sign up, there's 2 tiers. So for Tier 1, you're going to get 2 packs of seeds. So this is for a smaller garden. And you're going to get these every single month. And each month it looks like this. After the 7th of the month, we mail you seeds. You get this in the mail. Then you go in and you log into your course material. You get a video that's about 10 minutes that's specific to a crop for that season. So you're learning exactly what to grow in that season, which I'm going to keep saying that because this course is very seasonal. I'm not just teaching you how to grow tomatoes. I'm teaching you how to grow tomatoes in the time in which you should be planting them in Zone 9 and 10. That's very specific. So you get your video, and then you also get information about the seeds that we sent you that month. And then you get a garden core principle. And what that is something that I really think you should know that builds on your garden education, that makes you a better gardener across the board, whether you're planting kale or gardenias. These are core garden principles that are really important about either soil, garden placement, whatever it is, managing gophers, pests. Every month has a different focus. And I'll give you a little preview. January is garden planning, right? You may not be in the garden a whole lot, but in January, you should be planning. That's what I'm doing. I'm planning my garden. I'm spending time figuring out placement. I'm trying to figure out sun, shade, working on the soil. There's tons of personalized videos on here where we go through and help answer a lot of common questions. So for the beginner gardener, just in January alone, you're gonna learn where you should be placing your garden, if you should be placing your garden in pots, raised beds, in the ground, and if you do, what are the consequences of those choices? What are the considerations that you need? We're going to talk about soil. How do you consider soil in your crop planning? Now, soil is something that takes a long time to build, but these are going to really answer the most common questions and help you understand basic garden core principles that, again, you can use across the board. Let's say you take this course and you decide, you know what, I don't really want to be a vegetable gardener, but I really love growing ornamental flowers. This information is applicable to anything that you're growing in the garden. So it's got tons and tons of information. So for you as the gardener, it is going to take some time to commit to read through this information and commit to do it every single month, but I promise you, this is over a decade worth of knowledge that I've packed into a 12-month course, and it is going to make you a better gardener. So that's tier 1. Again, that's for the gardener that's kind of maybe has a smaller space. And then tier 2, which is the Keep Growing program, is identical, except there's way more value because not only do we send you your seeds, but you also get all of our live goods. What are live goods? So that's our potato, our garlic, our dahlias. That's our, this is a little bit of a secret, but our ginger and our turmeric, which we don't even have yet, but that is coming. It's all of the live goods that you get automatically sent to you in the month that you should be planting them with all the information on how to plant them. And you're not just getting 2 packs of seeds, you're getting 5 packs of seeds. So obviously the Keep Growing membership is for someone who has a little bit of a bigger space or maybe is just a little more ambitious. That's fine. Building this course was a lot of work. It took over a year, and that was in part because we had to figure out all of the ways in which we could make this as timely as possible. And one of the ways in which we do that is when you sign up, you're part of a cohort. So you're part of that month's information. So if you start in January, you're going to have January's information even when next December rolls around. So you can go back through and re-review and read the information, which I really recommend that you do. And in addition, just really consider the fact that I'm sending you what you should be planting that month. So, for example, if you signed up in December, you got fava beans and oregano. Well, why did you get fava beans and oregano? Well, because newsflash, that's when you plant fava beans, which a lot of people mix up and they think because it's a bean, it gets planted in the warm season, and that's a total waste. And we sent you oregano because it's an herb and it's very difficult to start, and there's a whole course material on how to start small seeds and herbs. So you can use this information whether you're planting oregano or petunia seeds. The information is good across the board and really will help you become a better horticulturalist, if you want the correct term. So I put together this project because I want to help you, and I'm only one person, and so it took me a year to put all the course information together, but now I've got it all in one place and you can sign up and you can be a part of it. In addition to all that, we also put on frequent webinars where you can actually jump on with me and our other classmates on Zoom, and I typically will send out a survey beforehand of questions that you have, and I pick out the most common questions and I go over them. And then at the end, I hang out on Zoom with you a little bit longer just so I can answer any questions. Whatever I can do to make you successful, that's what this program is about. So regardless of if you sign up for tier 1 or tier 2, which is the just seeded or the Keep Growing, you get the opportunity to jump on Zoom with me in a class setting, and I can help answer your questions. Now, that's only for the people who are part of this program. We send out an email, and it is limited space. You want to make sure that you jump on. We've never had them so full that we couldn't let somebody in. But let's say if everybody in the program signed up, there might be a little bit of a limited space on that. But it's, again, a way in which I can connect with you, and I can help you, and I can answer your specific questions. I can make you a better gardener. I can save you time, energy, money, and heartbreak. And I can get you one step closer to doing what you want to do, which is grow. I'm here to help you grow. So let's say you're not a gardener, but one of your friends is a gardener and you're looking for a Christmas gift. This is the Christmas gift that keeps going. Literally, it gives for 12 months. And if you use it right, it'll give you value for the rest of your life. Because we all know that learning to grow a tomato is not just about growing a tomato, it's about growing a plant. And then that applies to so many other things in your life and in your journey as a gardener. So if you want to sign up or sign a friend up, Level 1 Just Seeded is only $30 a month. And trust me, I know that if you're a beginner gardener, you're going to the nursery and you're spending a lot more than $30 and wasting money on the wrong plants, the wrong fertilizers, the wrong products. I get it. It's tempting to buy the pretty plant, but you look at the receipt and go, man, I just wasted 80 bucks. Let me help you not do that anymore. And level 2 is $40 a month, which is the biggest value because you get all of our live goods automatically sent to you. So if you're already a customer of ours, you know that our garlic and our potatoes, they fly off the shelves because we only can grow so much every year. And what we grow is what we got. But the people who are part of this program, we automatically pull stock for them, so they're guaranteed to get all of our live goods. So that's potatoes, that's garlic, that's dahlias, and we're constantly adding new stuff so that you can have fun, interesting things to grow in the garden that you may not necessarily grow from seed.